Before I share these remarks, I am going to make in regards to Nida, a wonderful, sweet, loving person, very compassionate. I just want to preface what I am about to say. It's not something that I have wrote out or made preparation in thinking about. I believe in just speaking from my heart, because what comes from the heart goes to the heart. And as I look around this pillar that I'm sitting beside, it says, always look on the bright side of life. And I guess that's best sums Nida up in my estimate. She always looked on the bright side of life. There never was a moment that she was not cheerful and happy and of service to others. I loved Nida with a love that is eternal in and of itself, And she had that same kind of love, and I could see it because love cannot long exist without expression. I remember when I was moving here, I didn't know anyone, and I was living in a motel, and I stayed there 2 weeks, and money was getting low, and I was introduced to Nida. She didn't know me, but she had such compassionate, affectionate love for people. Me being a stranger, she allowed me to come into her home and to live there until I could get situated. And I tried to offer her money, and she refused to accept any offering. This was a gesture of love that came from her heart that I will always be in debt and have gratitude for. All the memories are long and many. I'm just so happy to know that Nida, to me, she was an angel on loan. I think, God has his people at every mile marker in your life. And Nida certainly was there when I needed someone the most. And it's because of her that my life is what it is today. She not only comforted me in a materialistic way by providing shelter for me, but the devotions that were in her home, the spirituality, it was so uplifting. And I've never shared this with anyone, but being here in Florida, I know it's a red state, and all my life I was a Democrat. This may be a little off subject, but I just want to bring home the point that Nida, she was such a positive influence in my life that when I registered and got my driver's license for Florida and to allow me to become a resident of Florida, instead of putting down, they asked me, was I a Democrat or a Republican? And because of the love that I experienced in the home of Nida, I had to register as an independent. And that was a major shift because all my life I was raised up as a Democrat. But because of the influence of Nida, that just is a single element that really gave me thought to what life really meant for me to experience here in this world. Nida, I cannot say enough words about her because she has been more than a friend. She has been, as I said earlier, an angel on loan. And I'm so sorrowful that we will miss her. My heart moans and yearn to, but I do have the memory of her affectionate smiles and her words of comfort, and she always had a wonderful personality. And I know that I'm just speaking for myself, but I know anyone that knows Nida, that knew her, will certainly know feel the way that I feel, that she was truly an angel on loan. And I thank God for allowing me to be a part of her life, because it has changed my life, not just for this time, but for eternity. So I'm always grateful for those kind of people that God has placed in my path. And I just wish the family well, and everyone that knew her. Let's make sure that we make heaven our home, because that is when we will see her again, in that great and glorious day where there will not be any more pardon, there will not be any more sorrow, there will not be any more tears or death. All of these things will no longer exist. And she lived for that experience. And now she, without any hesitation, I can say that she has made it home at last. She will be in that kingdom that is made not by hand, but made by God. And I'm so happy to know that I'm striving, because of her influence in my life, to make heaven my home. And thank you so much for listening to what I had to say, because as I believe, more than anything, what comes from the heart goes to the heart. And I just pray that I will continue to meet people of this magnitude that will inspire my life to move higher and higher. Thank you, and God bless you, is my prayer.